Hey, it's Allison here with the Manifestation Society, and today on today's episode, I'm going to just dive right in. We're going to talk about a spiritual awakening, what it is, and how to know if you're having one. Stay tuned. So, how do you know if you're having a spiritual awakening, and what in the world is a spiritual awakening? I know for me, this was something that seemed so out there. Like, honestly, when I first learned about this, I was like, I don't know about all of this. But let me tell you the truth. As I have dived into this and learned more about the whole concept of a spiritual awakening, I can 100% tell you that this happened to me. And it continues to happen to me. I continue to grow and develop in my spirituality, and it's amazing. I dare say that, at the time of filming, it is January 2021, and I dare say that the year 2020 was nothing but a spiritual awakening for all of us. And I will go into that in just a little bit. But first, let me give you my definition for what I think a spiritual awakening is. So I believe it's when you all of a sudden become open and aware that there is more to life than what you've been currently focusing on. It's that you are beginning to explore and look at things differently and just start to question what's happening in your life and how you're approaching life. That to me is when you become awakened. For me personally, my spiritual awakening it started to happen in the year 2019, actually. I was struggling with some postpartum depression. I was struggling with feeling overwhelmed. That was like the state of what I felt constantly. Everything stressed me out and everything felt overwhelming. And I started to have this yearning and this desire to learn more because I felt like something was missing from my life. Now, looking back, I can think, oh, that was spirituality coming into my life. But at the time, I didn't know what I was looking for. I didn't know what I was missing, but I just knew something was missing. And that was the beginning of my spiritual awakening. So you're probably wondering, what exactly do I mean by spiritual, right? So this is a very personal thing, and I'm certainly not going to define what spirituality is for you because I believe it to be very personal and individualized to all of us. But I'll tell you what my version of spirituality is. I have always identified as a Christian. I do believe in God. But for my awakening though, it became deeper than that. And I started to really embrace the concepts of manifestation, of the law of attraction, of connecting to universal energy. All of that stuff, right, didn't even exist in my consciousness. Like I didn't even know any of this was like a thing until I started learning about it. And a lot of my mentors and people that I enjoyed like listening to their podcasts and learning from them, books that I was reading, I was starting to pick up little tidbits of this stuff from various people. And so it spoke to me. Honestly, it spoke to me. And I was like, what is this? What does she mean by being aligned? What is that? What is alignment? What is energy? What are vibrations? What is all of this? I don't even know what this is. So from a part of my awakening was to learn about this stuff and then to learn about it, to get excited about it, and then to incorporate it into my life. So here's how you know if you are currently going through your own spiritual awakening. You might have identified with my story and feel those same similar feelings, but everyone's spiritual awakening is going to look different because we're all different people and the lessons and things that we need to learn are all different, which is so cool, right? But here are some common themes to look for if you might be going through your own spiritual awakening. So the first one is you're going to feel this sense of yearning. I know for me, that was a big one. It was all of a sudden, like I woke up one day and I felt like something was missing. Now, it's not a negative thing. It's not like, oh my God, like my life is empty. No, it's not that. Your life is okay, but it's just that you are now yearning for something else. And you might not know what that something else is, but that yearning is a part of that awakening. A second part second way you might know that you are also beginning this whole thing is if you are experiencing a very strong sense of connection. Now, when I say connection, I mean connection to lots of different things. You might be feeling this real pull to get more connected into your community or your neighborhood, or connect with friends on a different level. Or you might be feeling this really strong connection to God. There's just this overall sense of connection that happens when this whole process sort of begins to develop and open and unfold in your life, which is really, really cool. And what I love about this is it just gives you this whole sense of like awareness that there's more that you didn't even know was out there. So for me, my connection became very clear that I needed to connect. I wanted to connect with other like-minded people that were also going through this. And then I felt this real pull and connection towards nature, which was also, again, hindsight, right? Like, hello, I should have known this. I've always loved being outside. It has always been a part of me. Now, I'm not a big camping person. I mean, hello, that's probably doesn't come as a surprise since I'm wearing sequins and all that. Camping, not my bag, but being in nature is totally my bag. Like, I love walking. I love going for bike rides. I love just being outside. And as I learned more about all of this stuff, I learned that that is a real way to ground your energy and to get into alignment. And I know for a fact for me, that's 100% the case, because I love being outside. I just love it so much. And so I found myself wanting to be more outside in nature, and that was another sign I was beginning my spiritual awakening. Now, there's two more things I want to share with you. Another one is that you begin to let go of attachments. Now, I don't mean people, but I mean things like labels or boxes you might have put yourself in, or things you might say. Like, are you the type of person that says, oh, I'm not creative, I don't like to sing, or I'm not outgoing? I don't know, I'm trying to think of labels you might put on yourself. Like labels like, oh, I am very shy when I meet new people, or I don't like X, Y, and Z. You will begin to question those boxes, and you might say things like, why do I feel like I'm not creative? Or why do I always say that I'm shy? I don't really feel shy anymore, right? Like, you start to let go of those attachments. And what I love about this one is that it's showing you that there's growth and there's development to be had, and there's movement towards your true highest version of yourself. And when you let go of all of that old attachments, you're making space in your body and in your soul and in your heart to invite new stuff in. And that's so cool, right? Now, the third or fourth, I don't even know, I've lost count. The final way that I think you will know if you're going through a spiritual awakening is that you will just feel this deep inner trusting. You will feel trust on a whole different level. And again, I love this one because remember in the beginning I said there was this whole sense of yearning. You won't feel yearning in a way that makes you feel distrustful. You'll feel yearning in a way that's like, oh, I'm looking for something and I know I'm gonna find it because I trust myself, I trust God, I trust the universe, I trust whatever I'm going through is gonna get me to where I need to be. And that's amazing, right? Now, okay, so you say to yourself, okay, I'm going through a spiritual awakening, what am I supposed to do? Embrace it, my friend, embrace it. Be excited about it. Know that you are in good hands. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's gonna do nothing for you but help you grow, develop, and become the best version of yourself. Because once you have a spiritual awakening, it continues. You continue to up-level and up-level and up-level and grow, and your life will do nothing but flourish, I promise. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope it spoke to you. I hope that you took something away from it. If you think you are going through your own spiritual awakening, please let me know. I would love to hear how the process is going for you, and I would love to know how I can support you in your own spiritual awakening. If you like this video, please give me a like, comment, and share it with someone you know, because we want to share the magic of manifestation with everybody. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.